Hi there, this is Jonathan Ginsberg. I'm a Social Security disability attorney, and today I'd like to offer you some tips about testifying at your Social Security disability hearing when you have a back pain case. And not surprisingly, back pain, spinal issues are probably the most common medical issue that Social Security disability judges see. The good news is that most judges are pretty familiar with medical terminology, the type of tests you have, the type of issues that one may have with back problems. On the other hand, because so many people have back problems, you've got to figure out a way to stand out from the crowd. And what I tell my clients is this: when you're going to testify about your back problems, you need to be really, really specific. Because again, let's put yourself in the shoes of the judge. Again, you're a judge and you see people, let's say you're listening to 6 or 7 hearings a day, 3 days a week, and maybe half of those cases are people with back pain. And so what you're looking at, what you're asking is, number one, does the medical evidence, is it objective enough to support this person saying that they have severe back pain? So again, from the medical evidence side, what the judge is going to look for is an MRI or a CT that shows some sort of a structural problem, a herniated disc, a bulging disc, severe degenerative disc disease with stenosis, with a narrowing of the spinal canal, something that is consistent with a high level of pain. So you have to have objective evidence. Second thing the judge is going to want to know is how do these back problems, how do they affect you? And you need to be able to testify about specifically how your back problems impact you. Does it affect you sitting, standing, walking, lifting, carrying, reaching? And all these things you want to be real specific about. So if you're talking about, I have a problem sitting, don't say I can't sit for very long. You've got to say I can sit for 30 to 40 minutes at a time, then I've got to stand up and move around because my legs are numb. I've got to walk around for 5 to 10 minutes, then I can sit down again for another 30, 40 minutes. But after 30, 40 minutes, my legs get really numb and I start to get in a lot of pain and I have to walk around again. After 2 or 3 times of this, maybe 2 or 3 hours total, I'm so much pain and so stiff, I've got to go lie down. You're giving the judge kind of a sense of the day, the course of a day. And that's helpful because the judge is looking at that saying, well, I'm trying to imagine this person doing a simple entry-level sit-stand job, and he's telling me or she's telling me that during the course of a day, his level of discomfort has gotten so high that he would have a difficult time completing that day. If you've got to take unscheduled breaks because of, to go to the bathroom, let's say, because you're on Lasix or some other diuretic that the doctor has given you because of swelling, then again, the number of times you go to the bathroom, that's relevant. Again, if you've got a back pain case and the doctor's giving you medications that causes you to have to urinate frequently, that's very relevant. But how many times, we need to know that. Same with lifting and carrying and reaching. You want to be really specific as far as those things are concerned, so the judge has a picture of what you're like. Because again, the judge is looking at you saying, you're one of 30 people I'm seeing this week with back pain, and I need to know why you're different. I think that when you get to your hearing, you also need to be aware of the fact that the judge is looking at this over a long term. So it's not just, could you get through a week? Maybe you could get through a week if you absolutely had to eat. But over the course of 6 months, not necessarily. So again, if your condition is, your situation is such where you could force yourself to do something for 3 or 4 days, but then you would pay for it, then you tell the judge that your situation is that you could get through a couple of days by really forcing it, but after that, you would not be able to. Judges are looking for numbers, so they're looking at how much time would you be off task during a day, 20% of the day, or 2 hours or an hour and a half a day, and how much would you be off task over the course of a week and over the course of a month. So if over the course of a month, that you're going to miss 3 or 4 days of work a month, that is excessive. That's going to be in your favor. If it's in the course of a week and a 40-hour week, if you're going to miss 6 hours, I had a judge do that in a hearing today, as a matter of fact. She said, if this claimant would be off task for 6 hours out of a 40-hour week, what would that mean in terms of that person's capacity for work? Vocational witness said this person could not work. So again, you want to have numbers, whether it's a daily, weekly, monthly thing, but again, the judge is looking at you saying, would this person be a reliable worker over an extended period of time? Again, 3 months, 6 months, because some conditions are not necessarily going to bother you every day, but over the course of 3, 5, 6 months, you would miss too much time from work. And excessive absences and unscheduled breaks are the result. They win a lot of cases, as do excessive bathroom breaks. Those win a lot of cases. Other things judges are looking for in back pain cases are references from your doctor about some of these limitations. So when you go to the doctor, you want to tell the doctor about problems you're having with physical activities, against back pain, so with physical activities, in terms of your daily activities. So, making the bed is a problem because you've got to bend over, or holding a laundry basket's a problem because it weighs too much, or cooking a meal on the stove is a problem because standing up for more than 5 or 6 minutes is a real problem. You can go through those things, but make sure they're in the medical record. If they are, that definitely goes to your benefit. So when you're testifying, it's very practical if you think about it. The judge is looking at you saying, could this person do a simple entry-level job? And most simple entry-level jobs, literally you got to be there. It's a warm body job. Can you fog a mirror? Can you simply be there 8 hours a day? So it's really practical. It's not about discs, and it's not about herniations or about anything like that. It's not about medical problems. It's about functioning. This is really what Social Security is all about. And so the more specific you can be about your functioning, and the more your medical record talks about your functioning, the better off you're going to be when it comes to winning your back pain case. So hope you found this helpful, and I hope you take it to heart, and I hope you use it to win your case if your condition is deserving. If you found this useful, please give it a thumbs up on YouTube, like it on Facebook, subscribe to my YouTube channel, leave me a comment. I love to look at comments and respond to them, both on YouTube and on Facebook. So again, subscribe to our channel, like our page, and if you've not already done so, go to my website, ssdanswers.com. I've got a Secrets to Winning Disability Survival Kit there. I think you'll find that very useful. It comes by email, and I'd like you to take a look at that. If I can be of assistance to you personally, please reach out to me as well. So for now, this is Jonathan Ginsberg wishing you the best. Thanks a lot. Hi, this is Jonathan Ginsberg, and I hope you found this video helpful. If you'd like to know more about how to win your Social Security disability case, I'd like to invite you to download my Secrets to Getting Approved Early Survival Kit that I created just for people like you. Currently, I'm making the survival kit available at no cost, and I encourage you to grab your copy now. Some of the topics I cover include, how do I know if I have a case? Is it the right time for me to file my claim? 9 common mistakes that can doom your case. The 3 must-have arguments you use to win your case. And a topic that every disability claimant wants to know, how to avoid trick questions from the judge. If you or a loved one need to win Social Security disability benefits, you'll find the Survival Kit essential reading. Download your Survival Kit right now and at no cost. Just visit ssdanswers.com/survival and sign up. It's that easy. Please act now. And as always, I wish you the best.